Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us back at the Digital Banking Symposium, co-organized by the Singapore FinTech Association and the Banking and Financial Services Union. Next up, we have a session presented by the grand sponsor of the Digital Banking Symposium, Huawei Cloud. As the new model of digital banking continues to take over and become more and more important in the banking industry, how digital banks can develop a continual business model by adopting advanced technology could be debatable. As such, Huawei, as a key technology market player, would like the opportunity to share their views. I would now like to invite Mr. Eric Lin, Director of Digital Transformation, FSI, EBG, Huawei Asia, to make his keynote presentation. He is an innovative leader with more than 19 years of experience in the banking industry, directing business strategic planning, delivery of products and services, and management of various projects to support and facilitate the organizational transformation of digitization and innovation. And without further ado, Mr. Lin, please.
In June 2019, the MAS announced plan to issue up to 5 new digital banking licenses. In Hong Kong, 8 digital banking licenses has been issued in 2019. 7 were officially launched as of now. Some digital banks apply the digitization strategies throughout the business and technology. Like DBS, they launched the digital-only banking in India, and UOB launched the first mobile-only bank in Thailand. A strong signal here is digital bank is a new banking model and become more and more important in the banking industry. My name is Eric, Director of Digital Transformation from Huawei International. Today, I'm pleased to share with you some market insights of digital banking journey in Asia and demonstrate how does Huawei, together with our partners, to help digital banks to achieve their success by leveraging our strong ecosystem enabled by cutting-edge technology. There are a lot of different names of digital banks, like digital-only banks, virtual banks, neobanks, challenger banks. To make it simple, we think the virtual banks are keen focus on hyper-personalizations, adoption of new technologies, and the willingness to embrace the new business models. There are 3 key factors are driving the growth of digital banking in Asia Pacific. Serving the unbanked customer, it is primary factors in emerging markets. Digital banks facilitate the introduction of simple banking products through accessibility means other than branches. Serving the underbanked, it helped in both emerging markets and developed markets. For instance, only 41% of Singapore people interact with their banks through mobile phone. The implication here is that most traditional banks provide the digital form of their products on mobile. However, it is either not easy or not attractive enough for different group of people to use, so it's called underbanked. Last one, serving the overbanked, they are in the developed markets like Singapore. Virtual banking mainly seek to provide customer with great banking experience at lower cost with higher return products in a fast manner. If you may just zoom in the progress of virtual bank journey in Hong Kong, most of banks, they launched the business in more than 12 months. We have identified there are 4 major challenges. First, business strategy. It is essential to clearly identify target customers and the value proposition for which robust business plan should be designed. Second, technology. Digital bank need to embark on technological innovation journeys as a source of innovation will be a critical factors to increase market shares and its competitiveness. There must be a robust technology and outsourcing risk management in place. Third, risk and control. Never underestimate the tech and regulatory concerns by authorities. Last one, people. Frequent change, the senior managements will diverse the direction and visions of the bank. Also, digital banks are acquiring both technical and the bank knowledge talents from the markets. Now, if we look back in Singapore markets, we have 96 population of the banks, while only 41 is banked with mobile. For SMEs, 50% GDP contributions from local SMEs, but 67 from SMEs, they are facing challenges for fundings. Singapore have 22% of Generation X, but only 77% find it very difficult to invest via mobile apps. Compared to Hong Kong, except for population of SME, which reached 98%, the rest market conditions are quite similar. The key focus of digital bank in both areas is focused on underbanked segment. To address those challenges, as well as capture the first market effects, here is the digital banking framework we would like to share with all the market players, which can help you to build a strong market positions at an early stage and continuously transforming to a sustainable and a high-performing digital bank. To start with the vision and the values. Understanding of values to be provided to different customer segments and how to best utilize technology to provide the hyper-personal services and the products will be key for the successful banking strategy. Second, innovative products. Offering a game-changing product is key to acquire the digital customer and to differentiate you from other digital players. Only when we solve the real customer pain points we bring something real to the table and the benefit to the customers. Cloud-enabled core. Digital bank need to be built in the cloud with customer-centric systems and data models to enable agility to meet customers' evolving expectations and needs. Compliance. It is inevitable that compliance is the baseline when launch any bank services products together with risk management and security. It builds a second and third line of defense to manage different type of risks. However, most of the digital players like fintechs, e-commerce or retails, they are really not familiar with banking regulations. The last one is the foundation, technology. The long-term success of virtual banks depend upon differentiated products, while the disruptive and the scalable technology, in our view, are very important enabler. Robust technology foundations to provide elastic, scalable platform to support business agilities. So here, we will be focused on the 3 pillars and the 1 foundation. To create a game-changer products to achieve fast customer acquisition digitally, here is the methodology proposed. With that, our partner have created a really strong products to enable WeLab Bank to acquire 10,000 new customers within 10 days. It starts with an assessment of both internal and external capabilities. We could define a unique market propositions. With that, we work with business teams to come up with assumptions and prioritize different hypotheses by setting up product prototype, which was verified internally, and the final idea of features to be provided will be pivoted based on the response of the markets during the trial. Ultimately, GoSafe is the first social driving time deposit launched in Asia. We believe the next generation of a core banking system should be able to process transactions in real time, enable partnerships with fintech companies in a matter of days instead of months, release new features frequently to be able to scale up and down, subject to the workloads. To satisfy the features mentioned above, Huawei have already foreseen that the architecture of future core banking system will be equipped with scalable IaaS and distributed paths, such as container engines and microservice framework to build a strong platform hosting the product factory engine to build a capability which can be invoked by different types of banking products. With the internal API and external open API gateways, it allows banks to apply open banking framework by publishing the internal data and services to external partners with proper governance. The third pillar is compliance and security insights. Digital bank must ensure key regulatory obligations in relation to establishing a digital bank are adequately understood so that they can develop a sustainable and robust business plan. The security and the compliance is always the highest priority from Huawei, because we understand technology-related risks, especially information security, system resilience, and the business continuity management is the vital importance to a digital bank. In Singapore, we list 4 of the most important regulations at every bank that need to be compliant with. From Huawei, we have proactively addressed relative regulatory requirements from those regulations and come up with the response to help banks to perform the due diligence while selecting the service providers, which are published on our information repository online we call Trust Center. Lastly, we have divided technology into 4 key areas. As you know, the digital banks are nimble and carry no legacy burden. They tend to be fully digital from inception, from the front-end customer interface to the back office operations. To achieve that, digital bank will utilize the latest technology to better target and then service precise customer segment to enable customer experiences. We will also use the open banking framework, cloud computing, big data with artificial intelligence such as machine learning, and the blockchain to improve and achieve this goal. For example, using AI in data analytics to make a reliable leading decisions or to precise capture the suspicious transactions. For open banking framework, because none of the bank can own all the banking platforms. So the best way is to stay where the customer is. So the digital bank can understand more about the customer behavior through the interaction and data collected from different channels. Also, this makes the whole experience joyful, so that customer will stay with the bank for a long time. Therefore, for digital bank, partnering with service provider who has the strong ecosystem is essential to develop a banking ecosystem faster. Huawei has been building our cloud ecosystem to support open banking framework for years and ensure our customer can select the modularized products to connect to its digital core with configurable features so that our client can expedite the service delivery to the markets. Cloud in banking is not a new concept at all. It provides on-demand scaling and agility capabilities, fast infrastructure provisioning with pay-as-per-use schema. Most importantly, the cloud also offers banks enhanced security control, like data encryption, will be easily controlled whether it is in transit or at rest. With the concept of virtual data center, all infrastructure hosted in different data center is virtualized and delivered as a service. It offers the flexibility to set up a data center is either in active-active mode or active-passive mode, because all infrastructure become unified resources across different data centers. With the intelligent data platform, the application could be built as microservices and run them on the containerized and dynamically orchestrated platform that fully exploits the advantages of cloud computing platform. Research shows that to best enable the business agility as well as sound regulatory compliance in banking industry, the hybrid cloud mode could be the best cloud architecture with capabilities of cloud cost optimization enabled operational scalability, and strengthened the security controls. In order to apply the open architecture for cloud resources, instead of offering the hybrid cloud only, Huawei developed a unified cloud management tool we call Manager One, which enabled the cloud federations for digital banks. With that, customers can not only access the full cloud services offered by Huawei, it also enables the capability of centralized managing the resources provided by different cloud service providers. Customers can also access the ecosystem embedded and enable the application migration across different clouds. Both digital banks and the conventional banks value massive high-quality data for customer insights. However, digital bank may not have sufficient historical data to refer to. Therefore, to be competitive, virtual bank must provide high-quality, consistent, and enterprise data solutions. Huawei devote ourselves to offer an AI-enabled data platform with advanced MPP database, big data analytics, and machine learning capabilities to enable data monetizations and drive business innovations, ultimately to unlock deeper and richer insights into customer financial needs. For instance, a digital bank can predict how your balance will look at the end of the month and how you are progressing towards your monthly saving targets. Similarly, for SME, great insights into underlying transactions and fund flow enable banks to approve the underwriting more confidently. Blockchain is another technology set to fundamentally transform banking and the financial services. It decentralized the financial management from a central authority to a widespread network of computers. Especially in the trade finance business, it introduced the smart contract, which allows business to automatically trigger the commercial actions based on defined criteria. With the audit trail that provides improved traceability and transparency. Blockchain services on public cloud is highly available, and the secure blockchain platform allow digital banks and its developers to conveniently create, deploy, and manage applications with super performance and cost effectiveness on the cloud platform. Built based on Docker and Kubernetes, leveraging Huawei public cloud network with high reliability and scalabilities, and fully collaborate with other cloud service providers as well. If you read the news, WeBank, the first digital bank in China, has partnered with OpenNodes backed by Singapore government by bringing China blockchains to Singapore. Huawei, as the member of this blockchain, is ready to support our local financial customers to have the access to different industries in China. Besides all modern technology being introduced, other two traditional technologies also play a tremendous role to provide a reliable and intelligent technology foundations to digital bank. They are network and storage infrastructure. Huawei offers powerful SDN network, iMaster and CE, which offer centralized management and autonomous deployment with better security control. Fiber Insights is the AI-enabled monitoring tool to predict the potential issues, identify the root cause, and provide the resolutions to minimize network outage. Lastly, the AI Fabric is the newly released technology to guarantee the efficiency of the training required by machine learning by offering an advanced algorithm to assure zero package loss between data transactions. Speed and reliability are two most important customer experience digital bank wants to differentiate from traditional banks. For example, in Hong Kong, digital bank, they can open an account anytime, anywhere in as fast as 5 minutes. Behind the scene, such stunning experience is deeply dependent on the data analytic power enabled by high-performance storage. The 21 million IOPS and 0.1 milliseconds latency, making Huawei Ocean Store Storage as the world's fastest all-flash storage according to the Storage Performance Council test model. With 7-night assurance of the reliability, it assures business and service continuity during the special period, such as launch gaming-changing products that cause a surge in data transactions. Huawei and our partner have been working with virtual banks in Hong Kong. The services includes, but not limited to, hybrid cloud platform, digital core banking system, product collaboration and rollouts, networking, storage, computing, you name it. When you are watching these keynotes, MAS may have already awarded 5 digital bank licenses. Huawei is ready to support digital banks customers by leveraging our ecosystem and the market insights as well as advanced technologies. Today, I am honored to offer free Smart IDC services to limited number of SFA members. It is a consultation services offered by Huawei, which is an assessment program of your infrastructure hosted in your data center. The information will be collected by an agent automatically. Huawei will benchmark market best practice as well as the technical trends to conduct the gap analysis, from where the key findings and the recommendations will be provided for your consideration. Lastly, Huawei also called a deep tech company in Asia Pacific to participate in Huawei Spark Accelerate program. The hybrid program aims to incubate and accelerate startup growth and build an ecosystem for startups in Asia Pacific. Huawei will offer multiple supports from seed stage to late stage, including financial supports in terms of cloud credits up to $125,000, AI development fund up to $100,000, technical and trainings as well as go-to-market support. Also, we are glad to collaborate with SFA to offer supports to certified SFA members. Please message us to the email address here to register your interests of both Smart IDC as well as Huawei Spark program. You should never miss it. All right, with that, it brings us to the end of today's keynotes. We can't wait to help you to build a competitive marketplace in the new digital era. Thank you very much for listening.
Thank you, Mr. Lin, for such an informative presentation. Huawei, as a key player of the industry, certainly has a wealth of insight to offer in the arena of digital banking. And don't leave just yet. I have some news to share. Huawei will be giving out a couple of prizes. Stand a chance to win some Huawei watches or bands, and all you have to do is complete the survey form that will appear right on the screen at the end of this session. Next up, Huawei Cloud will be continuing their presentation on sharing their insights and a couple of case studies on digital banking. As banks execute cloud transformative strategies for the reasons of business agility and innovation, they continue to face challenges from the perspectives of infrastructure, application, and data. Banks may take different approaches to tackle each challenge, while the cloud and ecosystem play a crucial role to accelerate this process. We have with us a few speakers today. Mr. Wei Wushi, the Chief Technology Officer of Huawei Cloud APAC. Mr. Matthew Chen, Group CEO, Sunline Overseas Business Group. Mr. Edward He Zhao Kai, Senior Business Development Manager, Wallet. And Mr. Jay Lee, Account Director, Cloudwise. These gentlemen will be making their presentation shortly at 12:15 p.m. To join in the session, please click on the Next Session button located at the bottom of this screen. Do stay tuned to the symposium, and I will see you there shortly.